He is going to go get some imaging, no head injury, so that's ruled out, and he'll just get some imaging. He'll be sore because of the impact, but the testing here was as positive as it could be, and now we'll get some imaging to make sure it's nothing more that would be hidden.
Do you have any idea about tomorrow, or you still got to wait?
Yeah, well, I think it's best to wait because he's going to go get a further look at it. And as I mentioned, we suspect he's going to be sore tomorrow. That's why I said that. So, it's leaning toward that. Then he's going to be sore in the morning. So
he hit his shoulder then.
Yeah, there's nothing with the head. I mean, they did all the testing that they needed to for the head and ruled out any impact there. I didn't even look at it, John. I was too busy and obviously with the other stuff. Yep.
Was that game as advertised, like you said this morning? It was just hard to find time and space with their defense and the back pressure from their forwards.
Yeah, it was to them, they're in a playoff race. They're a point or two ahead of Vegas, who everybody in the league knows is a heck of a team. And they came in here and played a playoff style of game. Much as I mentioned to Paul earlier today, I was impressed with them the first time we played them this year. And they shut the game down quite a bit after 1-0. All they knew just we keep it 1-0, we win. And that's as focused a shutdown effort as you're going to see. So it was much like a playoff game. And back to what I had mentioned, they needed the 2 points because they're in a playoff race. And that's what they were playing for. They weren't playing for anything else but how do we get this 2 points and slow this team down. And they did a heck of a job in that, and that's something that we can take from this. This is what it looks like in the playoffs. When a team gets up, they shut it down, and we're challenged with that, and we've got to learn from that. Even on the coaching side, a real challenge. There was not a whistle from the 6:30 mark, and when we lost Alex Tuck, it was a 3-line rotation with bumping Hinostroza up there. Our guys were exhausted, and even when we had to pull the goalie, we were waging. I was hoping that we could get a whistle somehow to get a breather and maybe get a timeout before we pulled the goalie. So they even did a nice job of, on their side of keeping the flow and not allowing us to have any moment to break that rhythm. So lots of challenges for us, and I do see that in those moments, there's always a saying in hockey, your best players have to be your best players. It's really in moments like that your best players can rise because they're special. And Alex Tuck on the shorthanded situation, he got injured. That was a moment that you see pure talent taking over. And I do think when I look at our young players, there is a lot of potential in moments like we just saw tonight when a team wants to shut you down, where the growth of a guy that's 6'7" is going to be bigger, stronger, and more intelligent as every game goes. And I'm referring to Tage and other guys, the same thing. We're going to be able to handle those moments better and be able to impose more will on them. But tonight we were challenged in that.
How do you assess those chances that you did, the two in the final minute of the first period, and then Tage just somehow missing the net when he was set up in the second? And just what you got from those chances and what maybe you need more of scoring? Yeah,
those when you reflect on a game, any chance you get, when you have a team that had the strategy they had tonight, which was clear and evident of just they were comfortable with a 1-0 lead. So the first goal of the game is major, is of major significance, and they got it. They got the first goal, and they were able to really anchor down from that point forward. So yes, my assessment on the early chances were obviously the need to convert. Now that we can reflect on what just happened was significant.
In a game like that against a team that plays more of a defensive style, how do you get to your game more consistent?
Well, it kind of goes hand in hand with what I've said all along. Defense is much easier than offense, and offense takes longer to develop and evolve. And tonight you saw it. When a team wants to shut it down, you have to evolve. This happens in every playoff series there is. Look at, that's why the statistics are, you have a lead after one and a lead after two. The winning percentage is astronomical for this reason. If the team gets good at shutting it down, offense is extremely hard. And so for us, this is, we didn't get the win, we didn't get any points, but the video is actually, the ability to learn from this is actually really high and significant.
Did you sense at all that the guys were maybe getting frustrated trying to slog through this?
Yeah, oh yeah, there's always, you're dealing with competitive athletes, so they're always fighting frustration. And it was no different tonight. I didn't think, and it does take away. I mean, the game, we struggled with some simple things under the pressure of the moment. That's why I say the video is good, because you can get to that and say, okay, we can learn from this. This is much simpler than maybe we perceived it or felt it, and tactically adjust to that. What was happening against us.
Dustin's performance, just he really seemed to.
Yeah, Dustin was good, really good, and we were great limiting stuff around him. Even the high shot count. This is a team that'll just throw the puck to the net and make you make a mistake and look for a second chance. And so the shot count was a little higher in the first, but the chances were not. They didn't go in parallel with that. But he was good when he had to be, and through the course of the game, except for obviously the one 2-on-1, and that was the difference.
Coach, is there any specific element that needs to be worked on with this team to continue to string wins together?
Yeah, I think every moment with the number of young players we have is a learning moment. So it's if not learning is probably not the right way to say it. It's just gaining experience, and tonight is no different. This was a game we haven't played. Again, style against where our team really wanted to just shut it down, and was extremely comfortable winning. Trying to win a game 1-0. We haven't had that this year, and I would suspect, based on the characteristic of the team we play tomorrow, it'll be the exact opposite. There will probably be more scoring chances both way in the first 10 minutes than there was today, the entire game.